Hey guys, hope you're doing well on this Wednesday. Want to talk to you about the NFL playoffs in its entirety. Want to kind of give you my Super Bowl pick here. Um, just looking at this thing, I think on the NFC side of it, I think it's going to come down to the Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My preseason Super Bowl pick was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get there. When you look at all of the weapons that they have, you look at Tom Brady, whom I have, actually have more respect for now after watching a full season of the New England Patriots without Tom Brady, and then just reminding myself of Bill Belichick's prior record of not doing very well without Tom Brady on his roster. So when you look at it, he's only had 2 winning seasons in his entire career. Granted, 4 of those seasons would being with the Cleveland Browns, and then of his head coaching career as a whole, and then of course only 2 seasons without Tom Brady in New England. One before Tom Brady played, and then also the one where Tom Brady wrecked his knee in Game 1. Belichick was able to do pretty well, but I think Tom Brady has proven that so far anyway that he is more of the reason for the Patriots dynasty than Belichick. So anyway, I digress. So it comes down to those 3 in the NFC. When I look at this Packers team, they're playing really well. They really are. Aaron Rodgers is playing out of his mind. And I got to give him credit. I mean, I've bet against him a couple times this year and gotten burned both times. And then I bet for him against those very same Buccaneers I mentioned earlier, and he went out and laid an egg. So just been very unlucky when it comes to this team and trying to decide whether or not they're going to cover. So, but when you look at the Packers, they've been playing well. So you got to give them credit on that. Got the number 1 overall seed. You look at the New Orleans Saints. They're also playing well. They were playing better before Drew Brees got hurt. Taysom Hill got in there, did a pretty good job. He was a little bit of a disappointment, in my opinion. I expected a little bit more out of him. I expected him to play better, but maybe next year when Brees retires, or if he does, maybe Taysom Hill will take that next step. But he definitely underperformed this year, I thought, when he was in there. And then finally, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have caught fire as of late, albeit against teams that are inferior. They seem to play really well against teams that they should beat. They beat them. So you got to give them credit there. But when they tend to match up with teams that are more even, more on an even playing field, they have a hard time. So you got those things operating at the same time. So here's my conclusion. When I look at this, I just don't trust Aaron Rodgers. That's the bottom line. I just don't trust him. He's that type of quarterback that will have you believing, have you thinking that they're going to run the table, they're going to get there, they're going to do it, and then he'll come out and lay an egg. I don't trust him. I don't. And when I look at the New Orleans Saints, I don't really quite trust Drew Brees' health. I think Drew Brees may go down again. I mean, you don't recover from the injuries that he had, the punctured lung, the ribs. If he takes another shot, I think there's a good chance he goes down. And if Taysom Hill comes into the game, I don't like their chances. So that leaves me with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just think they got that momentum. They got that look about them. We're going to see they got an inferior opponent to open the playoffs up against the Washington football team. They're going to take care of them. I just think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to get it done. I believe Tampa Bay will get there. I think Tom Brady becomes the first quarterback ever to play a home Super Bowl game, because the Super Bowl is being held in Tampa. And I liked Tampa Bay to get that done. Now, when I look at the AFC side of the bracket, you got the Chiefs being the number 1, and I think you're the only other team I think is a real threat, the Buffalo Bills, and then you got an outside chance that maybe the Ravens can get it together. You also got the Steelers mixed in there. So let me talk about the Chiefs. They're 14-2. When you really watch this team closely, they live very dangerously. They play a lot of very close games. And from a betting aspect, I certainly don't trust them. They do not cover very often when they're favored. And they've been favored in, I believe, every single game. And they've had a very hard time covering for the most part. Only got a couple covers in there the entire season. I think they live dangerously. I think that it was a mistake for Andy Reid to sit his starters. That has been shown to backfire in the past. It's also been shown to work. So you got both sides of that equation. I like Kansas City to get upset at some point in this playoff. I don't think they're going to make it. They were my preseason pick. I thought they'd make it to the Super Bowl. I just don't think they're playing well enough. I think they're playing the games are too close. A bounce here, a bounce there. I think they're going to lose. They were very close to losing to the Atlanta Falcons at home. During the regular season, toward the end of the regular season, and the ball bounces a certain way. That happens. Kid had an interception in the end zone to seal the game and just flat dropped it when he hit the ground. So I think they're going to get upset. I think that the Buffalo Bills, when I look at them, they're playing extremely well. Did not see Josh Allen taking this step. I wish the Giants had drafted him. He is an unbelievable player. Didn't see him doing as well as he's doing. They're going to be hard to deal with. They're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be hard to get rid of in this playoff tournament. I can tell you that right now. When you look at Pittsburgh, I think they're playing well. Now, they were struggling pretty bad. I think they're playing better. But ultimately, I don't think they're as good as the Buffalo Bills, so I don't see them being a threat. Only other team out there, Baltimore Ravens. That's going to be an interesting one right there. I think the Baltimore Ravens could end up in the AFC Championship game for sure. I don't exactly have the bracket in front of me, so I don't know, depending on who wins what and all that kind of stuff as to who plays who. So I very seriously think that they could end up in the AFC title game. I just don't think they're quite there yet. I think Lamar needs another year. I think he needs to take another step as far as, throwing the football and things of that nature. And that leads me to my final point. I think that the Buffalo Bills are gonna meet the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Excuse me, not Kansas City Chiefs. They're gonna meet the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got the Buffalo Bills against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the big game. I think that's what I see happening in this particular situation. And I actually like Buffalo to win it all. Josh Allen has made a believer out of me. The kid is playing unbelievable. The defense is playing unbelievable. I just think they're going to be too much for the Buccaneers to handle. I think Josh Allen gets the job done, brings the Buffalo Bills to their first NFL championship ever. So I like the Buffalo Bills to get it done. Bills Mafia. New York team winning a championship for the first time since the Giants did it back in 2011. So that's what I got, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Buffalo Bills world champions. Should be a very interesting playoff push here. It's going to be a fun tournament to watch. So looking really forward to seeing all this great football. It's going to be unbelievable to watch and unbelievable to see. So. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. After this season, NFL is over and college football is over. We'll switch over to the NBA and some NASCAR, which I can tell you NASCAR is behind the NFL, my second favorite sport. So looking forward to talking to you about some NASCAR stuff and going to enjoy that. So thank you so much again for watching. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.